from Wildcall Acres. We're going to do a nice simple recipe tonight for hunt camp snack for pickled eggs. Super simple recipe, but really flavorful to enjoy with your buddies. All sorts of good family and friends, and most importantly, drink of your choice. On the camera today, we've got Michael, who is our Wildcall Acres junior helper. So I'm going to walk you through the ingredients real quick. So we've got ourselves a 3-pint or 1.5 liter mason jar, so try to stay with glass, no plastic. We've got ourselves a half of a garlic, so we ended up with nice and peeled, ready to go. We've got ourselves any jar of hot pepper, jalapeno mix with onions and a bit of brine, anything of your choice. Got half of a red onion. We've got ourselves some pickling vinegar. And over here, we've got already boiled 1.5 eggs. And on the stove, you'll see we actually have some of the brine vinegar boiling. And we're going to boil that because when we boil it, and we are done putting all of our ingredients in, and we throw the hot vinegar inside, that's going to suction the top, and then we get a really nice good seal. So when we did the eggs, these are kind of cool eggs. These are actually from our backyard. And so we've got 4 chickens. I'll throw a little clip on the chickens in there and you get to see them. So these are nice and fresh, within a few days old. But we did 1.5 dozen, poke a little hole in the top, and dump them all in boiling water for 10 minutes. Pull them out. We threw them in cold water, just so that they were a little bit cooler to handle, and the shells came off nice and easy. And so here we have it. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a mason jar. We're going to put all of our eggs inside. You'll notice some of these eggs are kind of rough, but nobody really cares, because when you eat them, you don't notice what they look like because they just taste so good. So we'll take all these eggs, put them in the jar. This is going to be absolutely delicious. All right, so there we got our 1.5 dozen eggs, and then we'll create ourselves our layer. So we're just going to take the garlic just like this. It's going to stay nice and whole, and we're going to put that inside. All right. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to take some of our red onions. I like to break them up a little bit so that once the brine is settling, it'll mix out a little bit too. There, kind of spread a little bit of that flavor. So I'll mix these up. That's just a medium-sized onion, not overly big, not overly small, but toss that in there. Perfect. I mean, what you want to do for about 1.5 liters of jar like this, what we want to do is we want to take approximately 250 to about 350 milliliters of kind of a hot pepper or jalapeno mix. I like doing it this way because you kind of mix a little bit of that brine. We've got some other peppers going on in here, some jalapenos, which give it a little bit of that tang, that bite. So we'll throw some of that in here as well. We're almost going to be done pretty shortly, actually. Take some of that brine, pour a little bit of that in here. Set that over here, there. All right. So this is kind of where we have to start. It's going to be a nice, tasty treat. We got our vinegar that's not yet boiled. So what we're going to do is we're just going to pause the camera real quick, and when we come back, we'll toss the vinegar in, seal it, and we'll end this nice recipe. How you doing? Welcome back. So what we're doing, if you take a peek over here, what we're doing is just boiling the vinegar. Vinegar's ready to go. That's what we're going to do. We're going to crank that off. We're going to take this, we're going to throw it in the sink, kind of get it ready. I'm going to grab myself a towel so obviously I don't burn my hands. I'm going to go get the vinegar back there. Right. I'm going to make sure I'm not hurting myself. We're going to take the vinegar. We're going to pour it all the way to the top. Beautiful, right to the top. Take this. There we have it. So now we're going to get a good seal on the pickled eggs. I'll move this out of the way so we can get a good video shot of it there. Clean this off over here. So there we have it. We've got ourselves our hunt camp snack, pickled eggs. So in this case, the Wildcall Acres crew, 4 of the members will be headed up northern Canada. We're going to do a moose hunt, which we'll be doing with rifle, and you know, in the evenings, we're going to want to come together, have a couple drinks, and these are great snacks to do to you know, eat at the bonfire and play guitar and just share good memories. So this is Wildcall Acres, with thanks to Mike, our junior helper, for filming, and live wild.